Okay, Emily, I think you're unmuted.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I just start talking.
just start talking.
Okay, well, this will be fun. Thank you for everyone who showed up. And we're going to start with Tracy LaRosa. Did that correctly?
Yeah.
And she is a personal trainer and a busy mom of twins, teenagers, and is a military spouse and currently located in Germany.
Yep.
So back to you, Tracy.
All right. Thank you. Let me meet you really quick. Thank you so much, Emily. So, yes, I live in Germany where it is currently 4:o'clock in the morning. But I'm super excited to be here and just kind of come and share with you guys what Emily's up to and this kind of new venture that she's on. And so we just want you to be totally comfortable in your PJs or whatever you're doing, folding laundry, and just know that this is just going to be casual. We're not going to ask you to do or buy anything. We just hope that you'll come with an open mind and just kind of hear the information that we have to share. And maybe you'll think of somebody in your life that this could benefit, right? So first, the most important question: how many of us think that being healthy today can be challenging, difficult? Can I get a hands up? Yeah, for sure. So like Emily said, I'm a personal trainer and I know how to eat right, but the reality of that happening every single day is not reality. Because like she said, I have twins that are 15 and I have two older kids, 24 and 29, out of the house. But we live a really busy lifestyle. And, my kids are picky. And so when you have picky eaters, even the best intentions don't always happen the way that we like, right? So we are part of a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. And what we want to do is just inspire people to live healthier lives. And like I said, it can be really difficult to know how to do that. And so we have partnered with a company who makes that super easy and super simple and affordable to get massive amounts of just whole food nutrition in our bodies, lots of fruits and vegetables. So I don't know if you know this. So a fist is about a serving of fruits and vegetables. And we're supposed to eat 7 to 13 servings every single day, like of a variety. So not just, your 5 favorites. You're supposed to have a huge rainbow of foods every single day. And, I know I have my favorites. And so if you think about, like, for instance, your day today, how many servings of fruits and vegetables did we actually eat? A few. Doubtful that any of us got 13. I think I maybe got 6 because I had a good day today. But it's just hard to get that kind of nutrition in our bodies. And so even the best eaters need help. And that's where these plant powders for us have come in and just really changed our lives. The company that I work with is called Juice Plus, and I want to kind of tell you a little bit about what it is that these plant powders are. So when you go into the grocery store, there's all these cold pressed juices that you can get, like the Naked brand, and there's some other different ones. And so you've got all these fruits and veggies in a juice. But they're expensive. I mean, those will run you probably $5 a bottle at least. If you're at Whole Foods, it's probably $10. But what our company did was they took that amazing concept of juicing and they made it super simple and convenient and not messy. Like, we don't have to leave our house to get it. And so what they do is they've partnered with farmers who vow to grow their crops with no pesticides, no herbicides. Our product is completely non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan. And they take those crops and they leave them on the vine until they're completely vine ripened. So a lot of times when we get stuff in the grocery store, it's been picked super early because it's got to get on a truck and make it to the store. And by the time we get it, it's lost a lot of its nutrients. So these farmers leave everything on the plant until it's completely ripe. And then they take it to the processing plant and they crush everything. So they use the peel, the seeds, the leaves, and that's where a lot of our nutrients come. Like, for instance, in an orange, 80% of the vitamin C is in the peel, and we don't eat the peel, but we use that in our products. We use everything that we can. They crush it, and then they take out the water, and basically what you're left with is a powder. And they have dried it at a really low temperature that it keeps all the nutrients in it. And then it's turned into a vegan capsule or a chewable. So like for kids, a lot of the kids don't like to take a capsule, and so they'll eat this chewable that's like a fruit snack. And I actually love them too. So I eat the gummies too. And our product is not a supplement. So when you walk into GNC to grab something off the shelf, it is a supplement. It has a supplement label. Ours is just food, and I'm going to show you really quick. So it carries a nutrition label. So if you were to go in the grocery store and buy a frozen bag of broccoli, it's going to have a nutrition label because it's food. And that's exactly what ours is. It's just food. If you look at the label here, what you see on there is exactly what's in it. All those berries is everything that's in this, okay? So that's just really important to know. It's not a vitamin. It's not a supplement. It's just food. And I wanted Emily to come share her story really quick. So if you want to unmute yourself, and then you can kind of tell everybody. Or I can do it too.
Okay, no, I did it.
There you go.
I got it. Okay. Thank you. And thank you for my people on different time zones for joining the call. I think I have a fairly common 40-something-year-old story. My early 40s, have been super busy. As an occupational therapist, I decided to switch practice areas. And so I went from hospital-based to school-based. I also went back to school to get my clinical doctorate. And I run my kids around all over for all their sporting events. So just busy, stressful, but fun busy. And then last year we had not as fun of a year. My children are adopted, and my 20-year-old last year decided that she, unexpectedly to all of us, that she wanted to go back to her birth family. And so she left our family. And so there were quite a few months in there where we weren't even speaking. So that was incredibly emotionally stressful for our whole family. It brought up a lot of feelings of abandonment, just stress and anxiety in our home. And that was really hard to deal with. And then I started having health concerns and went to my doctor and spent about 4 months doctoring, trying to figure out what was wrong with me. I had just a ton of blood draws. I had x-rays, I had brain MRI, spine MRI, EMG, nerve conduction. I mean, just test after test, visit after visit. And then in the end, my doctor said, "You're fine. You're disease free." And I was extremely grateful for that news. I mean, just super happy to hear that. But I wasn't feeling well. And I left the doctor thinking, "Are you kidding me? How can there be nothing wrong with me?" And I sort of felt like a hypochondriac. And then in enters my friend Julie Randall, and we started talking about, I know the value of health and nutrition, but we started talking a bit more about Juice Plus and what she was doing, because I wanted what she had, because I saw something in Julie that was very enticing and attractive, and I wanted to know more about that. So our whole family started taking Juice Plus, and within a couple of weeks, my energy came back, my mood was better. That brain fog I was living in was lifted. My younger daughter is a competitive gymnast. And so she finished her competitive season this year without an ankle and a knee injury. And she hadn't done that in 3 years. So it was huge. I thought I was going to be taping her ankle for the rest of her career. So that was great. And just our whole family reports that we recover faster after physical activity. My husband's an avid mountain biker. My son does 3 sports. So we're just busy and active. I love to garden. And this spring, I've probably had 2 or 3 days, 5-6 hour days out in the garden, moving, transplanting shrubs, power washing. I'm doing it, and I'm not hurting while I'm doing it. The next day I might be a little bit sore, but I'm not spending days limping around like, oh my gosh, when can I get into the massage therapist? It's just a little bit of soreness and I'm back at it. And honestly, that hasn't happened in years. I mean, I felt way older than I should be. And then really, 2 other things quickly. I know I'm going on. Also, I've been doing the Shred 10. So for 10 days every month, just really cutting out some of the not so great eating habits. And my husband and I have both lost 14 pounds each since January. So it's just slow and steady and all about making lifestyle changes. And last but not least, I'll have to admit it's a little bit of an easy button. We are busy. My daughter works out 4 hours a day, 4 to 5 times a week. And it's great that I know that my whole family is getting the whole food nutrition in the capsule, in addition to all the healthy foods that we are working on eating. And so I just like to think in my mind, it's this little whole food booster that we can all be taking to complement what we're already trying to do in our diet. So I'm just really grateful for the positive things I've been seeing in my life and with my family. And we're just happy to be on this journey, and I want to share it with everyone all the time.
It's so great, right?
Thank you.
I love that you shared that. I didn't know that about your story. So thank you for sharing. And I think it's important to know that, like you said, Juice Plus is not supposed to replace what we're eating by any means. We want you to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, and but we know that we're just not eating enough. And so this is kind of like the bridging that gap, right, between what we are supposed to be eating and what we really are eating. So thank you for sharing, Emily. So speaking of your wonderful friend, Julie, can we get you on here to share your story?
Sure. I would love to share my story. Emily, thank you so much. I love that. And I can totally relate. I heard about Juice Plus from my lovely friend Tracy here. So see the connection. And, I was in the same place. I was not feeling like the best version of myself. I had gone back to school later in life to become an OT, and which is very stressful when you have 2 kids. And then at the end of that 2-year program, within a 5-month period of time, I lost both of my parents very suddenly. We were very close. So it was very, very, very tough time for me. And any of you that have been through grief of that magnitude, understand that it really takes its toll emotionally, obviously, but also physically as well. And I was just wanting something different. This was, a couple years later, and I still just wasn't feeling like back to my old self. So I heard about Tracy and the products, having all this energy and just feeling better. And I decided to give it a try. So I also just jumped right in and did the Shred 10 program, and started on the products and noticed results pretty much right away. Never thought I would give up the things that you give up on the Shred, but just felt amazing. Better energy, I was sleeping better, and really my mood lifted, truly. I think I was in a little bit of a depression looking back, and I certainly felt anxious. I was worried about things all the time, and I really didn't need to be. I was kind of out of that stressful phase and had a job, and this has just been an absolute game changer for me. Not to mention the fact that all of our family's on the products as well. Both my son and I, our seasonal allergies have been cured. I mean, every year for years, we are on some sort of allergy medication. We haven't needed anything this year. We've increased our Juice Plus a little bit, and that's all. And my husband also loves the Shred, takes the products. We're all healthier than we ever have been, and just absolutely loving it. So, how can I not share this with people? And it just brings me so much joy that Emily feels the same and that she's experienced benefits. So that's just really, I feel really blessed and happy for that.
I love that. Yes. And I love that our kids, being athletic, are reaping those benefits, right? That they're not having injuries and dealing with those kinds of things too. So thank you for sharing, ladies. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about the business side of it, because, we've all experienced, the 3 of us have experienced amazing just health benefits in our families. And so for myself, I joined this amazing company just because I wanted to earn a little bit back on the product I was buying, because I was buying it for my whole family and I knew that we were going to be on it forever. And I'm like, well, I might as well save a little money, right? So it was only $50 to join. And I was like, well, for $50, how can I not do it, And what I love is that there's never any quotas to meet. I don't have to buy any sort of product. I don't have to carry product in my house. There's no one hounding me to like sell, sell, sell or whatever. And what I love about our mission driven company is that we are there to share our stories. We are not there to sell you anything, push product on anybody. We just want you to hear, about our stories. And if it resonates with you, then that's awesome. And if it doesn't, then that's great too. But 80% of the Juice Plus that our company sells is just used by happy customers. But then there's those of us that have partnered with the company on the business side of it. And what we love about it is that, we are sharing healthy living with other people, and we're earning a residual income in the meantime. And so for me, I think I already said this, I'm a personal trainer, or maybe Emily said that. I can't remember. It's 4:00 in the morning. I can't remember what I said. So I was super busy. My kids, like I said, my twins at home are 15 years old. And so we've got a lot of things going on. I was spending a lot of hours at the gym. I was there from, morning till night. I was missing out on activities with my family. I would be at the gym and then people would cancel on me. And then, that's like a wasted hour of my time. And so I love what I do, but I didn't love the hours that it was taking away from the people that I loved and the things I wanted to do. I was living in Hawaii at the time. And so, I just wanted to do all the fun things in Hawaii, So when I met my friend Cassie, kind of like Julie and Emily had said, I wanted what she had, right? I loved this life she was living. She was very healthy. Her kids were great eaters. I'm like, what are you doing? Because mine are not. And when she told me about Juice Plus, I was a little skeptical. I'm, as a fitness professional, I never would want to give anything to my family or recommend anything to my customers that I don't believe in. And so we have 35 research studies behind our product. And so when I looked at that, I was like, this stuff is what it is, says it is. It's just food and it does good. And so I got our family on the product. And honestly, the really only reason I did it was because I wanted my kids to have better nutrition. I never thought it would do anything for me. So I have suffered from thyroid. I'm hypothyroid. I was diagnosed 23 years ago. So I've been on medication for a long time. And back about 5 years ago, we were living in Washington State. That's where I met Julie. And I was, like I said, super busy mom doing all this fitness stuff. And my kids were, had all their programs that they were involved in. And we got slammed with the news that my oldest daughter, Ashley, had a drug addiction. And as you can imagine, that's probably one of the worst things you can hear from your child. So it was a super stressful, emotional time. And my health really suffered because of it, and suffered for a couple of years. And so I was seeing my doctor every couple of months because we couldn't keep my thyroid levels normal, and he was having to change my medications up and down all the time. And so when I got on Juice Plus, like I said, all I thought was my kids are going to be eating better, right? No. So I had my labs done after being on Juice Plus for 4 months, and hallelujah, my thyroid was normal. Not so normal that I didn't have to take any medication, but I was able to drastically reduce the dose that I was on. And that hadn't happened in years. And so I knew that this plant nutrition was changing things on the inside, and that was all I needed to know, But my husband, when he started on the product, he suffered from insomnia. That went away after a few months. My kids are eating better. They're not as picky as they used to be. And a big one, our whole family, we are sugar addicts for sure. And we noticed after a period of time that we just weren't eating it as much. The ice cream that we had in the freezer was just sitting there. Nobody was really asking for it. So that was another really big thing that I noticed. And so for me, I jumped all in with the business because, well, I wanted to earn a little bit of money. But I also started to see this vision of what my life could be like, right? Because we all, I love my life. My husband's been in the military for 32 years. We have a really good life. But we also have a lot of big dreams of what we want to do after retirement. And the military income's not going to do that, And so I want to create this life that I want for my family, that I want for our future. And, another big thing is like, what if something happens to my husband? What if he up and leaves me tomorrow? Like, what would I do? You know, what is my plan B? I don't have a plan B. Like my daughter, for instance, is married, and her husband just had a really big injury not on the job. So now they are in a place where he can't work. And it's like, what is she going to do? You know, I never want to be in that place where I don't have an option, and I want to just really, you know, create the life that I want to live. And so, what I love about this company is I'm able to do it for $50. I don't have to carry any product. I never have to reach any quotas. Every commission level that we reach is permanent. It never goes away. So if you ever have to take a step back from the business, it doesn't matter. You know, we'll welcome you back with open arms at the same place you were when you left. But the big thing for me that I am looking forward to is there is a corporate benefits package at the top level. And I don't know of any other, you know, network marketing company that has a corporate benefits package. So we will get medical and dental and chiropractic. There is tuition assistance for my kids when they go to college. You know, there's a holiday bonus, there's monthly bonuses. So this company really does a lot of good. And we also have a free website. So it's called healthylivingrevolution.com. So Emily can send that to you when we're done, but it's free for anybody. There is a cookbook on there that you can download that's like got lots of great recipes. There's a whole section on fitness. So there are a ton of videos that you can watch from home and exercise at home if that's what you want to do. There's also a lot of resources that have videos on trending health topics that you can peruse and browse. So that's for everybody. You can share that with anybody that is interested. But before we close out, I just wanted to just kind of wrap it up a little bit. You know, we're looking for people, couple different kinds of people, right? So maybe you or someone you know of is ready to take that next step. Maybe you want to check out those free resources that we have, download the free cookbook, just start changing your diet for the better. Or maybe you're ready to jump in and start adding Juice Plus to your life for $2 to $3 a day. You know, I like to ask people, if I gave you $2 to $3 and sent you to the grocery store and said, buy some organic produce, how much do you really think you could get for $2 to $3? You know, not a lot. If you are going to Whole Foods, you're going to get like a banana and an apple. But for us, we get 20 to 30 different fruits and vegetables in our bodies every single day for $2 to $3 a day. And to me, I can't do that. You know, I can't do that in my house. And that doesn't mean that we eat less fruits and vegetables. I have a huge fruit basket over there. It just means that we are bridging that gap between what we are supposed to eat and what we really are eating. And then the other thing is, if maybe there's somebody out there that you know or yourself that's like, you know, I would love to have a little side business. I'd love to make a little extra money to pay for that car payment or pay for that mortgage or just pay for my own product, you know? So we love working for people like that. And the thing that I think is great is I get to work with my friends every day. I get to talk to Julie all the time. And even though I'm, you know, a complete continent away, that's okay. We still get to have that connection. So anyway, I just want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your evening to be here with us. And if you have any questions at all, you know, Emily is here to answer those questions and chat with you. And we hope that you just have a great rest of your evening. So thank you.